Welcome to MindLight. Today, we embark on a profound journey to reclaim your power and achieve true emotional sovereignty through wisdom. Imagine possessing a mind so fortified that no insult, no rudeness, and no external chaos could ever disturb your inner peace. This is not about suppressing your feelings, but about building an impenetrable fortress where you decide what is allowed to enter. We often believe our anger is caused by others. We say they made us mad, handing over the keys to our happiness. If you blame others for your emotions, you are essentially a puppet, allowing anyone with a pair of scissors to cut you. The first step to sovereignty is the perception shift. You must realize that the cause of your irritation is never them. People only trigger what is already inside you. They touch an old wound, an ancient script that you have not yet healed. When someone is rude, they are merely the button presser. The explosive reaction comes from the dynamite you are carrying within yourself. If you hold a full cup and someone bumps you, you spill what is inside. If you spill anger, anger was inside. To reclaim your power, you must stop looking at the person who bumped you and start looking at what you just spilled. This brings us to the technique of the observer self. You must learn to detach and watch your emotions without becoming them. You are the sky, and your emotions are just the weather. The clouds may be dark and heavy, but they are temporary. The sky is never damaged by the storm. Similarly, your core self remains untouched by the turbulent emotions passing through your mind. Change your language. Instead of saying I am angry, say I feel anger rising. This creates a critical distance from the feeling. This practice is called disidentification. You step back from the rushing river of emotion and sit calmly on the grassy river bank. By observing rather than reacting, you activate the prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain, instead of the primal amygdala. This leads to our next powerful tool, the sacred pause. It is the magical gap between the stimulus and your response. Viktor Frankl taught us that between stimulus and response lies our freedom. Most people live on autopilot, reacting without any conscious thought. When you react instantly, you are a slave to your biology. You are no better than an animal defending its territory. The sacred pause allows you to choose. In that brief moment of silence, you decide how a wise person would respond. You can choose the path of resentment and conflict, or you can choose the path of understanding, patience, and emotional freedom. Practice this pause daily. When the phone rings, wait 3 seconds. When someone insults you, take one deep, deliberate breath. But how do we prepare for these moments? The Stoics gave us the tool of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. Shock is the greatest enemy of emotional stability. We get angry because we expect the world to be smooth and polite. Every morning, tell yourself, today I will meet ungrateful, violent, treacherous, envious, and uncharitable people. I must be ready for them. By rehearsing these scenarios in your mind, you remove the element of surprise. You have already lived through it mentally. When the rudeness actually happens, you are not shocked. You simply nod and think, I was expecting you. I am prepared. This is not pessimism. It is strategic preparation. It turns you from a fragile victim into a fortified warrior of the mind. Now, let us turn to the most powerful counterpunch of all, compassion. Not as a weakness, but as a weapon of understanding. When someone attacks you, realize they are in pain. Hurt people hurt people. They are bleeding on you because they are wounded. Think of them like a trapped animal. Their aggression is a symptom of their suffering, not a definition of their character. This perspective shifts you from anger to pity. You don't get angry at a sick person for coughing. Don't get angry at them. Compassion creates a shield. You see their behavior as a tragedy of their own life, having absolutely nothing to do with you. Finally, we must talk about the invisible contracts. These are the silent agreements we make with the world that cause us misery. We think, if I am kind, they must be kind back. But you signed that contract alone. The other person never agreed. These covert contracts are traps. They set you up for constant disappointment because you are imposing your rules on other people's reality. Tear up these contracts. Do good because it is who you are, not because you expect a transaction or a return payment. When you drop your expectations, you are free. You can navigate the world as it is, not as you wish it to be. Emotional sovereignty is a practice, not a destination. It requires daily repetition, constant vigilance, and the courage to face your inner self. It starts with a seed of awareness. Every time you choose not to react, that seed grows into a mighty tree of wisdom. Become like that tree, rooted deep in your own values, providing shade to others, but unmoved by the storms that pass above. You will find that as you change, the world changes. The chaos remains, but it no longer has permission to enter you. Remember the sky. Remember the pause. Remember that their anger is their wound, not yours. You are the sovereign of your soul. Protect your inner flame. Do not let the winds of other people's moods blow it out. You are the keeper of the light. This is the path of the Stoic, the path of the psychologist, and the path to true freedom. Walk it with courage. Let us deepen this understanding. The concept of the shadow by Carl Jung suggests we project our own darkness onto other people. When you despise someone, look closely. Are they displaying a trait you secretly possess, but refuse to acknowledge in your own self? Integration of the shadow is crucial. When you accept your own flaws, the flaws of others lose their power to trigger you. This leads to true invincibility. You cannot be insulted if you already know and accept every part of who you truly are. Your emotional sovereignty is a fortress built brick by brick. Each conscious choice, each pause, is another stone in the wall. Journaling is your mortar. Every evening, review your day. Where did you lose control? Where did you succeed in keeping the pause? Celebrate the small victories. If you stayed calm for 1 second longer than yesterday, you are winning the war for your mind. As you heal, you help others heal. Your calm presence becomes a mirror in which others can see their own chaotic reflection. Imagine a state where the stone falls, but the water does not ripple. This is the ultimate goal of the Stoic sage. You are in the world, but not of it. You participate in life's drama, but you are not defined by the roles assigned. Your values are your North Star. If you value peace, no one can force you to trade it for conflict and chaos. Neuroplasticity is on your side. The more you practice the pause, the physically easier it becomes for your brain to remain calm. You are breaking generational cycles. You are refusing to pass on the trauma and reactivity that was handed down to you. Think of the legacy of peace you leave behind. Your emotional sovereignty is the greatest gift you can give to your loved ones. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience, resilience, and enduring silence. Be like water, soft yet unstoppable, yielding yet conquering. Emotional sovereignty is not rigidity. It is the ultimate form of fluid strength. Breathe in your power. Breathe out your expectations. In this moment, right now, you are free. You are the master of your fate. This key is always in your pocket. You don't need to buy it or earn it. You just need to remember it. Step out of the prison of reactivity. Step into the light of response. The door was never locked. You just stopped pushing. Tend to your garden. Pull out the weeds of resentment before they take root. Water the flowers of patience and understanding daily. Even the rain is necessary. Difficult people are the rain that helps your spiritual garden grow. Thank them for the lesson. The ultimate victory is not winning the argument. It is maintaining your dignity and your peace while the other person loses theirs. Be a lighthouse for others. In a world addicted to outrage, your calm is a revolutionary act. It gives others permission to pause. Trust yourself. You have survived 100% of your bad days. You have the strength to handle whatever comes next with grace. The universe is not outside you. It is inside you. When you master your inner world, the outer world loses its power to hurt. Rewrite your script today. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the author, the director, and the star of your life. Tomorrow brings a new test. But now you have the tools. You have the observer, the pause, and the shield of compassion. Join the ranks of the emotional sovereigns. Those who walk through fire and do not burn. Those who face the storm and smile. Thank you for walking this path with us. If this message resonated, allow it to settle deep within your soul tonight. This is MindLight. Illuminate your mind, master your emotions, and light up the world. Subscribe for more wisdom. Until next time.